Hello and welcome or welcome back. This is the April week 1 spending check-in. Very exciting times. Quite a bit of chaos. Let's get right to it. Hi, I'm Bo. All by my lonesome today. We are trying to pay off $68,000 worth of debt and buy a house so we can have financial stability for myself, my partner Win, and his 3 kids. We're just going to go right into it. On Friday, the 21st, Win brought in his February 21st paycheck for $19.93. He got $30 from his sister to contribute to pizza night, which didn't actually come out of his, didn't clear his account until Sunday, but you know how that goes with transactions clearing. And then I brought in my March 13th paycheck for $14.91, and then Win got a ride share for $29. Y'all, I'm displeased. He's been getting a lot of rideshare lately. It is the difference between him, keeping his job and not, essentially, because if he was late all the time, that'd be a problem. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how much he's been spending on rideshare. And then on the 22nd, I pulled out my cash back from my Costco credit card. If you didn't know, Costco has an executive membership that gets you 2% cash back. And then if you get the credit card on top of that, you get an additional 2% cash back on Costco purchases and 5% cash back on fuel purchases. And then they have a few other categories that have cash back as well. I only use my Costco credit card at Costco. So it's fuel and in-store purchases. So the whole membership for the executive is $130. And I got for the year cash back of $105. Now, this is for the whole year because when you have the credit card cash back, you at the beginning of the year, essentially, like at the end of the February, they release your cash back certificate, and you have to physically go into a Costco to get that cash back. So this is for the whole year. It almost pays for the whole membership, which makes me very happy. But it is a little annoying that I have to go into a Costco to get that cash back. But I go to Costco once a week anyway, so it's fine. And then miscellaneous, Win did some spending, $67. And then the kids' copay came out for $40. And then their adventure money for $20. Now, they have not earned all of their adventure money. So some of it is being saved for activities. But such is life. We don't discuss what they earn and what they don't, because I'm a firm believer that the internet is forever, and one day the kids will see these videos, and I don't want to be the one to throw them under the bus or to give out their business. So we don't discuss how much has actually been earned, but there's that potential of $20 that is set aside. And then I stuffed my envelope categories, which I will show you in the next page, for $470. And then we had snacky snacks for $23. This was, we had food at Costco, and we also got some snacks from the grocery store to share because we were helping Win's twin sister move because she decided to move out of state. She was supposed to be getting this house. We were originally supposed to be buying this house with her, but instead she decided to move out of state, and she did that this past weekend. So we helped her with that, and we needed some noms to make it through. So that was $23. And then on the 23rd, I pulled in my February 23rd savings account interest for $88. And then the pizza that was purchased on Friday cleared Win's checking account. And then on the 24th, more snacky snacks for $5. And then nothing until the 27th. And that was the electric bill. It came out for $142. And then I saved $22 for Christmas and $478 for moving, which made us reach our $4,000 goal for moving. Very exciting. Woo! Okay, so that's it for transactions. A little bit of chaos, but not the end of the world exactly. And then we go to the envelope categories. So, we behaved ourselves. Like, how do I put this? So we don't share bank accounts, right? That's why things are color coded like this, because they're color coded according to whose bank account's paying for it. So these envelope categories are coming out of my bank account. However, this is not just my spending. This is what I'm responsible for paying for according to how we agreed to set up the budget. But this is not just my spending. Some of these things are purchased for when some are even purchased for the kids. But like this is my responsibility here. So groceries. We started with 35, added 80, spent 71, so there's 44 left. Bulk buys, which is technically also groceries, but this is the Costco part of the groceries. Started with 14, added 50, spent 21, so there's 43 left. Transportation started with 116, added 60, spent 112. This was Wynn's 30-day public transit pass, and also I got a tank of gas. I filled my gas tank. So between those two, that was 112, so there's $64 left. Health started with 347, added 80, spent 48. This was, I believe this was all over-the-counter medicine. Basically, the whole family has had the sniffles for like 2 weeks. Y'all, it's like a cycle of germs. It's so wild. I can't stand it. But there's 379 left in health. Home shopping started with 37, added 30, spent 24. This was deodorant. This was a multi-pack of deodorant because, y'all, being the stinky person at work, not a fan. So we do multi-packs of deodorant. $24. So there's $43 left. Birthdays started with $4, added 5, so there's 9. Clothing started with $162, added 25, so there's $187. Shoes started with $208, added 25, so there's $233. Pet care started with $85, added 15, so there's $100. Personal started with 0, added 80, spent $73, so there's $7 left. Now, for personal, part of this I had actually thought about coming out of the home shopping category. So, you know, I don't know how you feel about it, but I follow some like organizational YouTubers. I follow a few. I follow like budgeting organization, like executive function type, like, you know, I'm trying to be a grown up. Trying to be a grown up. It's kind of a struggle with ADHD, but we're making it work. Okay. But two of the people that I follow on YouTube have books, and since we're moving, I thought it would be a great idea to have those books. So one of these books is actually a repurchase because I gave my old copy to Wynn's sister to go with her move so that she could get, so she could organize things in a way that she likes, because she also follows this person on YouTube. So anyway, that being said, I got these two books. So I got Feng Shui Modern. This it's by Cliff Tan, and it is his YouTube channel is Dear Modern. Also, he's on TikTok. Does TikTok even exist anymore? I don't know. Anyway, I think he's fantastic. I don't like the way that our apartment is currently set up, and I would really love to have the house set up in a more like homey way, shall I say. Feng Shui, I used to think that it was kind of like, I don't know, like along the lines of like astrology type situations, like woo woo, like in whatever. But when I started following him on YouTube, following Cliff Tan on YouTube, I realized that one, he's funny, and two, a lot of his organizational ideas that come from Feng Shui, they make a lot of sense, and they make places look more hospitable. They make it look more welcoming, more homey. So I wanted to have that for myself. So I did buy this book. And also Spark Joy by Marie Kondo. If you've ever heard of The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, I love Marie Kondo's Netflix show. However, her YouTube channel is better, and so is this book. I've read her first book as well. Her first book was okay, but this one has like illustrations of how you do things and like how to organize things. And like I really like how like step by step this is, and how like friendly it is. So this is Spark Joy is for organizing items, and Feng Shui Modern is for organizing like furniture, like the big things, to set things up so that everything feels welcoming, is organized in an intuitive way that even the kids can keep up with. And I'm not real big on aesthetic stuff. I'm not an aesthetic type person. But definitely there are ways to organize things that make more sense for life. I like things to be organized, but the way that I currently organize, even though I've done some of their things already, but like the way we kind of organize is when we add something, we kind of wedge it in instead of like reorganizing the things around it to make everything make sense. We just kind of stick the new thing in a place that kind of makes sense, and it makes some things cluttered and other things like voids. It's real weird, and I don't like it, and I want to do better in the house. So between these two books, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Organization, home organization is not my forte, but these books should help, and I'm very excited. I also got some other stuff, but you know, it's fine. I don't even remember the other things I got, but I got headphones too. And I went out with coworkers once. But yeah, so there's $7 off in personal. And then Elphaba started with 96, added 20, so there's 116. The boys, I know I say this like every week, Wynn's kids have not been putting money in their bank accounts. They are saving up for this annual subscription thing that costs, I think it costs like $100 or something a year. And they want to do that for each of them. So that's what they're saving for right now. I think they're supposed to save half of it, and then Win will match that. So we'll see how that goes. They're also like, they're not saving every dollar that they get for allowance. They also spend some of it on like snacks and stuff. When they go to the store, they feel real excited that they can buy a bag of chips for themselves, yada yada. You know how kids are. So I don't know when they're gonna start saving in their bank accounts again, but I will be ready when they are. Now, on to see how this looks on the budget. Okay, so for his paycheck, he got $19.93. I budgeted $39.86 because this budget is cutting it real close. I don't know how that's gonna go. So there might be more money here for the second week. My paycheck, $14.91 as budgeted. Other income, $223, more than budgeted, but that's okay. Total inflow of $37.07. And then for his spending, kid bills came out for $40. And then heating bill actually did come out on time, so it's not going to be this pay period. Electric bill, $142, we're happy about that. Adventures, $20. Miscellaneous, $133, we're not happy about that. No rollover right now because we might not bring in that other paycheck. We shall see. That's a subtotal of $335. Leaves us with $33.72. He is not saving right now because we're on like real questionable mode. That's a lot coming out of one paycheck. And then for my spending, which is my checking account, dining out, $28 already out of the $30 budgeted. Y'all, we were struggling. Groceries in bulk, $130 as budgeted, essentially, because the other $130 will be next week. Transportation, $60 as budgeted. All of these are as budgeted, really. Health, $80. Home shopping, $30. Birthdays, $5. Clothing and shoes, $50. Pet care, $15. Personal alphabet, $100. So that's a subtotal of $498. We still have another week to go, so that's decent. Leaves us with $28.74. And then for my saving, which is my savings account, $22 for Christmas, which is normal because we pick random cards. And then moving fund saved $478, so we saved a total of $500. Leaves us with $23.74. And then for savings spent, still haven't gone to get my city sticker. Y'all, I will do it before the 31st. I will. Probably, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I will. That's still gonna happen. And then moving, y'all, I don't know how much this is gonna be. I hear something different every day. I don't know. When they tell me what I need to pay, I just like write the check or send the Zelle or like whatever. It might be, haven't spent any, might be 5,000 next week, might be nothing. Y'all, this is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But that is no savings spent, so we have $23.74 to make it to the next week. To make it through the next week. Again, might bring in the second paycheck for Win, just because things are cutting so close. We still have rent, and kids' health insurance, and internet, and S&M collections. And who knows, he might go even more of a budget miscellaneous. Y'all, I don't know what's going to happen. We do what we can. And we make it work. So whatever happens, we're going to be okay. We have love. We have savings accounts. We can make this work. Like, budgets should, in fact, reflect your life. Your life does not need to change to match the budget. Priorities need to be kept in order, of course, but when all is said and done, money is meant to be spent. And you spend it now, you spend it later. Just, can you sleep at night with the choices that you have made? Do your choices reflect what is actually important to you? If they don't, maybe you need to sit down and reevaluate some things. But that's it. That's all. I appreciate you so much for staying. I love you. Never forget that you deserve financial stability, and I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.